most intense, thrilling, electrifying sport on the planet. Mixed martial arts. You've been looking for the definitive podcast to call your new home to hear everything about it. The search is over. This is the MMA Anomaly Show. No filter. Bringing you the hottest MMA breakdowns straight from the heart of the octagon. This show is all about MMA breakdowns. For fans, by fans. We're talking UFC, MMA, and the occasional big boxing match. We'll bring our unique take on how these fights are going to play out and who we think are the best bets. Welcome to the MMA Anomaly Show. No filter. And now your hosts, Olin, a.k.a. MMA Anomaly, and Emiliano, a.k.a. Jive Turkey Nano.
What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to another episode of the MMA Anomaly Show, No Filter. I'm your host, Olin, a.k.a. MMA Anomaly, and with me, not as usual, is Ola of the Fight Week Show. I've got the man, the myth, the legend himself today to break down this main card together. Ola, first and foremost, how you doing, brother?
Oh, bro, it's been a long day. It's been a long day, but we're here talking about this card. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I love talking MMA with you. You know this, Olin, man. You know what I mean? And last week, I had Nano filling in for you on the Fight Week Show. Today, I'm filling in for Nano. You know what I'm trying to say? The tide lifts all boats. You know what I mean? So let's go, man. Let's do this.
That rising tide, baby. We love it. We love it.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, I mean, with that being said, we have, I'll be honest, a fight card that's getting a lot of flack. A lot of people saying it's watered down, it's light. I don't know what those people are talking about. I'm fairly excited about the card we have coming up this weekend.
I'll tell you why people are going ham about this card. Because of what happened with the last, we had such a disappointment with the main card on the
well, that's why it took an hour
pay-per-view
at my barbershop instead of the usual 30 minutes. We spent 30 minutes just talking about the eye poke heard around the world.
It's crazy. It's been
he
a
ain't
mad
even in
one,
MMA
man.
like that, bro. He's like, man, what a fucking pathetic main event, huh?
Yeah,
and even him,
yeah.
dude. I would say that he won't take any disrespect to this. The guy himself would say he's a casual MMA fan. And he's like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I've been scratching my head for the last 4 days as to how the fuck this guy cheats and then doubles his fan base overnight. Instead of becoming a villain, he's the hero of the story. It doesn't make any sense.
Bro, you know the worst part? I've even seen news today about Dana getting so pissed with Aspinall.
Come on, brother.
That they're talking about firing him, bro. Like, tell me you've seen this.
I have not seen this.
Go on Full Mount, it's right there.
Brother.
He's there
That's
on Full
upsetting,
Mount,
dude.
Yeah. I don't think it'll happen. Please, people, I don't think it'll happen. But
Grimy, I'm so sorry,
never.
brother. Tom is holding up the heavyweight division, is what Grimy just commented. With all due respect, I usually love your takes.
Hey,
but you can't say that without talking about John Jones doing it for 3.
Grimy, I agree with you, bro. I agree.
John did it for 3.
I agree with you. No, he
for
didn't.
3.
No, he didn't. That's the goat, the dirty goat. You know what I mean? Ask your boy Dustin Poirier. He'll tell you. You know?
Hey, none of that shit.
Oh, I got you there, didn't I?
Moving on, we're going to go ahead and start with the main event here today, folks. We'll go ahead and move into the fight breakdown here. We have a main event. We're going to start at the top and work our way down. We'll get through as many fights as we can. Ola is on a limited time clock, so I don't want to keep him any later than I have to here. And I want to make sure he's able and available to go to his next show after this. Make sure you guys tune into that. Before we hop into the fights, Ola, where's the next show so the fans can follow you there?
Oh yeah, the Fight Week Show, man. That's where we're at. You know what I mean? Any time you want to catch us talking combat sports, you want to catch us talking MMA, the Fight Week Show is where you need to be. And then the next show that we're gonna be on is going Tony Guna Claw TV. But we're doing a recording there, and then the show is going to be released once Tony is done with what he's got to do with it. So yeah, make sure you go and check him out. And that's my boy. Is that Catch? Catch. Big up yourself.
Catch.
Salute to you, Catch. Big up, my bro. Salute to you.
Crimey said the dirty goat has earned that ability. Fuck off, dude. Oh, man. So we'll jump into the main event of the evening here, folks.
It's time!
That's right, Bruce. It's time for us to talk about Steve Garcia coming in against David Onama. If you've tuned into any of my fight breakdowns in which I talk about David Onama, I'm going to share the story again, so cover your ears if you've already heard this one. I'll keep it short. Me and my boy Drew, we went to UFC San Diego. We also got to go to the weigh-ins and the stare-downs and all that stuff. And there was a group of just obnoxiously drunk gentlemen that were way too old to be that drunk. And they were in suits and ties. And they were screaming at the top of their lungs, David Onama! Like trashed, shithouse trashed. Next day at the fight, we end up being seated cage side, probably like 5-6 seats away from these same guys. When Onama's walking out, these guys are salivating, Ola. Like they are drooling. They're so drunk and excited to watch this guy fight. He hurts the train, Nate Landwehr, right? And then Nate, of course, does Nate things. He drops that man 3 times. Doesn't try to finish him. Instead, he turns and looks at the crowd and at one point yells, "Are you not entertained?" Like he's that guy.
That's Nate the Train, man. You know,
that's Nate the Train, bro.
He'd be doing some crazy shit like that, bro. You know,
Nate the Train stuff.
It's one of the reasons why you know there are some fighters where you're not looking for them to go on a title run to go and.
But you'll watch every time.
You watch him every fucking time.
He's one.
He brings the violence, bro. Like,
and even if the fight doesn't impress you, what he says after will. I promise you.
Jim Miller,
Dustin Poirier,
Darren Elkins.
Oh, Darren Elkins for sure.
The damage, Darren Elkins, and Nick the Train. Like you see those 3.
You don't know if they're going to win or not, but you know there'll be blood and there'll be excitement.
There'll be blood. There is going to be carnage. It's going to be carnage, man, when those guys are fighting. So yeah, man. Why not? I love it.
So he's fucking like just schooling them and watching these drunk guys deflate from going David Onama to David Onama. They're crying by the end of the fight, bro. I know they had a shit ton of money on this guy, but I can't not think about that story every time I see this guy fight. With all that being said, he's coming in against the mean machine, Steve Garcia, and this guy has looked like an absolute juggernaut every time he's come out there. Win, lose, or draw. Most recently, he looked like an absolute world breaker against Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar was only able to land 26 strikes of his own against the 85 landed his way from Steve Mean Machine Garcia. Before that, it was Kyle Nelson, which he did away with just 3 minutes and 59 seconds to do it. Before that, 1 minute and 36 seconds is all it took over Sung Woo Choi. So the guy is an absolute beast. He either knocks you out or makes you wish that he had knocked you out sooner so you didn't sustain as much damage as you did throughout the damn fight. I got to go Steve Garcia in this one, Ola. I'm not sure if you're feeling different. For me, Garcia cuts better angles. His boxing is better. He likes to work the body early, which I always say, like, anybody that sparred or fought or trained knows hitting the body early is like stacking pennies for a rainy day. Those pennies aren't going to do anything today. But let me tell you, a month from now, a year from now, you'll be real happy you started stacking them pennies, brother.
It's why they call it investing in the body, because you don't cash out straight. Investing in the body.
It's an investment. The interest's going to grow.
That's what they call it. That's what they call it. But I have a different outlook to this, man. I'm looking at David Onama actually continuing his run. Both of them have been on a fantastic run, as you know, as we've seen the last loss coming from Nick the Train. But then, I mean, for Onama to go in there and get a win over somebody like a Giga Chikadze, somebody that I do rate highly as well. And in that part of the world there from Georgia, we know what Merab and, you know, the Roman Dolid says, the height that they've been in the UFC. And that's where David Onama is trying to go. And right now, I think he's got the right motivations, the right people around him, the right everything around him to at least propel him to where he's trying to go. And I think this fight here against Steve Garcia, though, is gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. But I see and Steve Garcia is a very, very busy fighter. That's the one thing that I do give Garcia. But you know, they
should call him the gas tank instead of Mean Machine, bro.
Yeah,
Steve
man.
the gas tank Garcia.
He's very, very busy. He stays busy. He stays bringing the pressure. But for me, I just think David Onama he's got the antidote, the right antidote to deal with somebody like Steve Garcia. So I will be looking at Onama on that one.
So as long as the odds don't swing, I'm looking to see him on your dog picks this week.
Don't worry about what you're gonna. Don't be trying to put me on no kind of pressure, bro. What's wrong with? Like, this is the first fight. We just done the first fight, and you're trying to put me under pressure, man. About I'm gonna sit down here. Hey, bro.
I'm just poking the bear. I'm just having some
fun. It's still a long way to hand them picks in. Man.
I didn't say dog of the week. I just said one of your dogs. All right,
bro. We'll
like
see.
Nate the Train says, the dog barks in the backyard. Ola.
Bro, I need to see the weigh-ins. You know, there's plenty of variables.
Oh, bro,
you
got to see the weigh-ins. That's
you
a
gotta
fact,
see the
bro.
weigh-ins, man. You know,
anybody who bets on fights before the weigh-ins is a straight up madman.
He's a fucking dumbass. That's what
He's
say.
He's a madman, bro. And anybody who bets on fights before the weigh-ins and hits is a fucking savant. They're a genius, bro.
Lucky bastard. That's what I say.
Oh, and Grimy, that's a good shout, bro. Like, we saw how Nelson looked against Favola. That's the thing that gives me more confidence in Steve Garcia, right? Like, the wins in which he's built have aged so well. He beats a fighter, and that fighter comes back, and they beat their next fighter or their next opponent. So it's good to see. And then Grimy also said Giga's a bit of a letdown. In my opinion.
Look at Grimy doing the what have you done for me lately? Look at Grimy doing what have you done for me lately? Huh? You weren't saying that about Giga a few fights ago, bro. You know what I mean? But now Giga's on the it's like, Giga's a letdown. Come on, man.
That's how the sport is, bro.
You used to love the Giga kick, bro. You know what I mean? You respected the hell out of that shit, Grimy.
I still like Giga.
Yeah,
Giga gave me a proper stare down and made me pee myself a little bit at International Fight Week. He's the first fighter I asked for a stare down my first time going to UFC X, and I was like, "Hey, can I do a stare down with you?" And he's like, "Yeah." And they had two chairs separating us, and he moved the chairs and walked up on me. And as soon as he saw me flex, he goes, "Okay." And then I felt his breath on my upper lip. He was so close. I'm like, oh no,
bro,
he's gonna fight me right now, dog. We're gonna fight now.
I don't like them kind of problems, man. Them
he walked up to Mary and shook her hand. He's like, he did good.
Fair play.
She told me that after, and I'm like, I'm glad he didn't know I peed myself a little bit, probably. That shit was terrifying, bro. So with that being said, we are obviously going opposites. I feel like we might be opposites on the next one too. So we have a heavyweight banger between Waldo Salsa Boy Cortez Acosta coming in against Ante Delija. And man, is it Delija? Is it Delija? Either way, Tom will not be saying, "Hey there, Delija, I'll fight you for the belt now." They're training partners. They're never going to fight each other. So no matter how good Delija does, he's not going to match up against Tom, which would be the fight that we want to see eventually down the line. But with this one, I'm going to let you take the lead because I definitely have thoughts, and I think they're going to be different than your own. What do you think, Ola?
Look, I'm going to be going with Wilder Acosta here. I've picked him so many times, bro. This brother don't let me down. I mean, he beat up all the fighters that I picked against him. And then Pavlovich came along and put that loss on him. But I think Pavlovich is up there. He's up there. Delija is not there yet. And
Pavlovich is the upper echelon of heavyweight.
Right. So I don't think Delija is quite there yet. So for me, I think Wilder Acosta can handle Ante here, man. So I'm going to be going for Wilder Acosta here.
Bro, I'll keep the breakdown short and sweet. I thought for sure I was going to have to do more defending on my end, but we're going for the same guy here. I got Salsa Boy as well. I've bet on him every time, and as you said, he's won me more money than he's lost me, right? He's that guy.
I picked Arlovsky against him. I picked that. Arlovsky is my boy. Like
I love Arlovsky, but that's like the first time I picked against him.
Like I picked Arlovsky
second time I picked against him.
It did him. Then he beat Despain, and look what Despain is going to done in Karate Combat. You know what I'm trying to say? So like,
and he beat the fucking brakes off Despain.
It
was not competitive.
Bro, I picked Ryan Spann to beat him. He just doodled Ryan. Like, bro, every time I pick somebody to the last 3-4 fights, I pick someone to beat him. And then
it only took me losing money on Spann twice to never bet that guy again. He's on my no bet list.
Eventually, fucking Pavlovich done it. I'm like, thank fucking God, finally. Finally. This guy caught a loss, but yeah, I'm not doing it this time.
I'm
learned
staying
my
away from
lesson,
this
man.
one from a betting standpoint. I'm not touching this. Like I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, bro. There's no chance.
Yeah. Did you know Leroy tried to make us pick Spivak against him? Look what he did to Spivak. Like I picked Spivak in that. He's like them fights before he got to Pavlovich. I've picked against him every time, bro. And
This man is a king of seconds for me. This is the second time I bet against Spivak too. For that fight.
Yeah. Not doing it, man. Not doing it.
Dude, he's good. And the thing is, like, he's kind of like fuck, I always blank on the guy's name. There's another heavyweight. He trains with John Jones. It's very similar. Like every time I bet on him, he loses. Every time I bet against him, he wins. So just no, bro. Not doing it. The next one though, in welterweight, I probably will be betting on a little bit. I am very excited about it. It is in the welterweight division, and it is between Jeremiah Wells and Timba Garimbo. Right now, Jeremiah Wells is a plus 120 underdog, and Timba Garimbo is a minus 142 favorite. I am taking the favorite. I think Timba Garimbo had a slip of the banana peel kind of moment, right? Like, I don't think we see that version of Timba Garimbo in there ever again, right? He had just been bought a house by, was it The Rock, I think? He had a lot going on. He was doing more media than he probably should have been doing, and he was distracted by a lot of things.
That brother had $7 in his account after he had a fight. After he went for a whole camp. And he had $7 in his bank account. That's it. A UFC fighter. That's crazy, bro.
That's wild.
That's crazy, man.
That's worse than Bryce Mitchell asking for somebody to fix his nose on Twitter because he broke it in sparring and he doesn't have the money to go pay insurance.
Incredible. Like, bro, these are UFC fighters, man. Like,
you know that they're not covered in between fights.
This is what Francis Ngannou was trying to fight for.
Yeah.
Before he had to walk away from the UFC.
Yeah.
Because he said they offered me everything that I wanted, but that one particular one was where the deal breaker was. Give everybody health insurance. And UFC said no. And that's why I walked off. That's why I walked away.
They only pay up to $50,000 in premium, and you're only covered when you have a contracted fight scheduled on the year.
Crazy.
Which is insane.
Yeah,
that's like third world country insurance.
Big up Moody in the house. I see you, Moody.
What up, Moody? How we doing, man? So yeah, I mean, it sounds like we're both going Timba here. Like, again, I think that last performance that he had against Vicente Luque was, or rather, the last one he had against Vicente Luque was a slip on the banana peel. He got submitted in 52 seconds while he was still dry.
We know Luque can do that to anyone, bro.
Anybody. Especially if he gets you while you're dry, bro. Good luck.
Luque can do that to anyone, man. And surprisingly, it got done to Luque. Did Kevin Holland choke him out? Was it Kevin Holland that choked him out?
I believe, right after.
Was it Kevin Holland?
Right after.
It was Kevin Holland.
Yeah, round 2.
Bro, I couldn't even believe.
Kevin Holland ain't even got grappling like that, bro.
He ain't even got grappling like that. Like, how is he choking out Luque? It's wild.
Hey, what's up, UFC alien? How we doing, baby? Hope you're having a great day, man. Thanks for popping in. Like Luque did it to him, and then it got done right back to him, bro. Like, that's the circle of life that we call mixed martial arts. But I like him here. And he's currently, like I said, he's barely minus odds. He's minus 142. So, again, like you can put a unit on that. If you put $50, you get 85 back. It's not a bad deal.
Wells is on the 2-fight skid. And sometimes I'm very, very apprehensive of betting against fighters that are on the 2-fight skid. Because they know that's the last one. And they put everything in that one. So I get a little bit skeptical about putting.
But respectfully, his last loss was to Max Payne Griffin. I like Max Griffin. Like I followed him for a very long time. But Max is a 500 fighter in the year 2025, bro.
Yeah, but Max Griffin on a good day can punish you. He can punish you. He can't punish you. He's been around for a minute as well, man. Like, you know what I mean? Max Griffin ain't no.
What about Matthew the Jedi Simmelsberger? Like, he's, come on, bro.
Simmelsberger, okay.
Simmelsberger's not great at all.
Maybe not Simmelsberger. But
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Max Griffin,
that's his last win.
Like, Max Payne Griffin, dog. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean?
I feel like Wells has to get a submission early or he's cooked. The 3-inch reach disadvantage for him is going to pay dividends for somebody like Timba Garimbo who knows how to use it.
Yeah, I think Timba's just going to work him and work the decision off of him, man. So
he's going to cook him to the bone, bro. speaking of getting cooked to the bone, this next one is a very interesting fight. We have a featherweight banger between Yadier Del Valle coming in against Isaac Dolgarian. And holy fuck, man. This is one of those fights where I'll be honest with you, could go either way. And it's funny because the odd spread is crazy. It's plus 220 versus minus 270 in favor of Isaac Dolgarian. But, I mean, with all due respect, Yadier could come out here and crack him. He could come out here and get it done. I don't know, dude. Isaac Dolgarian has a hell of a gas tank. He's a bit of a workhorse. And I think that he should be able to come out here. And even if he's not able to outskill his opponent, he should be able to outwork him at the very least. So for that reason alone, I got to pick Isaac Dolgarian. I think he'll probably look to utilize the grappling a little bit in there against his opponent and tire him out. So that way the opposition coming towards him is a little bit less of a threat in that vein. But I mean, look, his opponent, Yadier Del Valle, he's 9-0. His nickname is the Cuban Problem. And he's exactly that. 2 wins by knockout, 3 by submission, 4 by decision. He can get it done any way the fight goes. And if you look at his last 4, 2 decisions, 2 finishes by submission, 1 guillotine and 1 RNC. The guy likes his chokes. Dolgarian, typically when he's in the grappling exchanges, if he gets overconfident, he does pick his chin up in those grappling exchanges to improve position. And that could be a recipe for disaster. So a lot closer on the actual tape study than it is on paper, in my opinion. But I still got to lean Dolgarian. And with that being said, folks, we are about 20 minutes into the show. If you haven't already, make sure you like the stream, comment, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications so you know when we're both live at MMA Anomaly, at the Fight Week Show. And folks, if you're drinking, drink with us. Raise up a shot. Cheers to you. We appreciate you.
Salute. Big up. Yes, sir.
Now, how do you see this Dolgarian fight going, my guy?
For me, with the I'm leaning Dolgarian as well, and this is the deal breaker for me. Anyone that can take, especially if you're new blood, and you get in there with C-Rod, and you can get him to a split, I'm looking at you differently. Like, okay, you got my attention, right? Yeah, it was a loss on his record, but to get C-Rod to a split, because C-Rod is gone up from bullying up all them bantamweights, he's gone up to featherweight, and it obviously met Dolgarian up there. So Dolgarian taking that fight to a decision, split decision like that, I think it'll hold it, because this opponent that he's got right now. Let me quickly look at it right here. Yadier Del Valle. You look at him, he's new in the UFC. Like, I think he's only had 1 fight after being on Contender Series. So I don't know if he's going to have enough to even be in there with Dolgarian, man. It'll be interesting to see, but I'm going to go Dolgarian on this one.
Yeah, I mean, his debut in the UFC was definitely impressive. 2 minutes and 54 seconds in, he gets the rear naked choke over Conor Matthews. But again,
Dixon, you ain't gonna do me like that, man. Hey, Dixon, don't do me. Don't
you know
do
I
me
order
like...
a Big Mac. Jacqueline Amorim is here to deliver.
Oh my God, don't do me,
brother.
Don't
the
do
McDonald's
me like
pictures
that,
are
Dixon.
amazing, dude. Please never stop.
Don't do me like that, Dixon. Big up yourself, though, Dixon, man. I appreciate you, man, bro. I didn't
Before
pick
that, it was
Amorim,
Patchy
man.
Mix,
I
the
think a
delivery
lot of
driver.
people picked Amorim. Who didn't pick Amorim that night?
Everybody in our group.
Yeah, we all picked.
It was a house
we all
pick.
picked Amorim. Yeah, like, come on, bro. Don't do me like that.
The saddest house pick the world had ever seen. I did 3 parlays while I was at the casino in New Orleans, and all 3 of them I was like, I'll throw Amorim on there. It's easy money. You stupid bitch.
Worst decision.
And I mean me, not her. I'm the stupid bitch.
Killed all my sleep right from the get-go in the fucking card. I thought, you know what? I know how this card's gonna go.
Mary literally pulled the fucking slips out of the bag. She's like, did any of these hit? I was like, you could throw those in the garbage. They were garbage for fight 1.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah,
Garbage.
Isaac Dolgarian should walk away with this one. And the next one, I'm curious how you're going to go on this one, because this is a toss-up, I think, or as close to one as you can get on this fight card. We have a welterweight bout between Charles Chuck Buffalo Radke, one of the best and worst nicknames I've ever heard, coming in against Daniel Frunza. As of right now, the odd stack on this one is Charles Radke as a minus 170 favorite, Daniel Frunza as a plus 142 dog. Ola, how do you see this one playing out?
Yeah, definitely going to be going in there with I'm leaning Radke. I'm leaning Radke. Obviously, we got to see what what the Waynes look like and stuff like that. But I'm looking at the people that he's lost to, and these are people I respect a lot in Carlos Prates and Mike Malott. We see what Mike Malott done the other day. So he got. I mean, Prates was knocking everybody the fuck out, right? Like he was smoking everybody. But Radke he's been back in there. All right, look. A win that he's got right now that we're not really rating is Semmelsberger. We were just talking about Semmelsberger a while ago. So, this one's an interesting one, man. But I see Radke picking up this one, man. This is a good fight for Radke to get back in the win column. So yeah, I'm going to be going with Radke on this.
I agree, man. I think the Buffalo crushes the Ticano or Tiger. Look. Like you're saying everything I'm thinking, bro. Like the only fight that we've really seen in the UFC for Daniel Frunze was against Reese McKee. And I know Reese McKee is your boy, so like maybe earmuffs for this, but Reese McKee has never won a fight in the UFC other than his sole win in the promotion.
I mean,
so
look,
respectfully, like
she might have changed that boy's life, bro. Like she might have ruined that boy, bro. Like, come on, dog. That was a lamb to the slaughter.
You ever seen Stella got her groove back? Comes out, made that man lose his groove, bro.
Like that was a lamb to the slaughter, man. You know what I mean? He's never been the same. But shout out Reese McKee, though. Shout out Reese McKee.
Dude, I like Reese McKee, but again, like Skeletor has just not had. I mean, he's not had a good run in the UFC. I like the guy, but I also got to call a spade, bro. It's called No Filter.
I hear you. Man. I hear you on that.
But like, and again, like going back to what you were saying about Charles Radke, right? Like he's fought the better competition, and that's in the UFC. If you look at him before his UFC tenure, right? Like the guy has kind of been in there with some studs, in my opinion. And I don't know, man.
Hey, the 10. Hey, we're repping you over here, my bro. The 10. You see it right there? Yeah, go on the 10. We're right there with you.
Let's go.
Come on.
Hey, he said I'm from Chicago. Chuck a legend in these streets.
There.
Chuck Buffalo, baby. Let's go. Buffalo by guillotine round 1. My guy. Hold on. What are the odds on Chuck Buffalo by submission? No way. Am I about to bet this? Plus 550? I mean, the guy does have 2 of his wins by way of submission, right?
Yeah, he's got good guillotine on him, man. And if Frunze fucks about, you're gonna find out.
I think so far my bets are going to be a unit on Timba, and I think I am actually going to sprinkle a unit on Charles Radke to win by submission. And I also might do a half unit on him to win by knockout because Radke's got nasty hands, bro. And he throws them. Like he's not one of these guys that's gun shy, if you know what I mean.
But Dixon's got a point here though on the gas tank conversation. Like he's got a valid point there, man, Dixon. You know what I mean? Because if he starts to get into them later rounds, man, Frunze stays in there, remains dangerous. Things can get sketchy. It can get sketchy and spooky real fast.
Maybe bet Charles inside the distance or Frunze by decision. Frunze by decision is currently plus 700.
I mean, that's definitely worth
that's juice, bro.
Everybody's a unit of anybody's wallet, but you know what I mean. So
do a half unit on Frunze. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm doing a unit.
Is Daddy boxing tonight?
Yeah, that's tonight.
What, the one with Tank and that's not the one. That's
Tank and Jake Paul? No. That's our actual boxing fight. This is the one that has the wrestler, the Olympic wrestler. God, I can't think of his name.
Hold on. Which one is
Olympic wrestler? Dirty boxing debut. Gable Steveson.
Oh, the guy from WWE.
Thanks, 10-7. Yeah, Gable Steveson. He's making his debut in Dirty Boxing, and then there's a handful of other ones here.
That's the Kurt Angle wannabe guy, isn't it? He sucks, bro. He
sucks, bro.
No, that's Kurt Angle, man.
Yeah, that's who else is fighting on this one. Brian Battle is fighting Nick Coring, and Francis Trinaldo is fighting Nyanesh Aman.
Oh my god, that's a fucking name from the fucking past.
Francis
man.
Trinaldo.
Francis
What year is it, huh?
man? God damn.
The year was 2005.
Jesus Christ. That's a blast from the past, Trinaldo.
All right, let's get through this last fight. It is a catchweight bout between Alan Nascimento and Cody Custom Made Durden. I'll let you take the lead on this one. That way you can run if you need to. Ola, how do you see it playing out, brother?
Nascimento. I mean, look, it's not really been a great run for Cody Durden, and he was at one point. He kind of looked like he could hang among the bantam. I mean, the flyweights, right? It looked as if he could do it in there. You know what I mean? And you go and look at his losses: loss to Lambekov, losses to Bruno Silva, losses to Joshua Van, who's now going to be fighting for the title. Jose Ochoa. I mean, there's some really, really bad losses there, and the only win is to Matt Schnell. Like, nobody is really rating that, to be fair, because Matt Schnell only really got well, hold on, let me land.
Come on, bro. I have two autographed cards by the guy right here. Come on,
hey, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Matt Schnell only really has one way to beat
I tried to be nice to Reese McKee for you.
No, you didn't.
I tiptoed around it. Come on.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to stomp all over Matt Schnell.
You say what you want about Matt Schnell, but you beat him and you get a title shot, all right?
Hey, Matt Schnell only really has one way to beat you. If he doesn't catch you in a submission, like, this guy pulls more guard than fucking anybody I've seen in fucking UFC just for the fuck of it. You know what I mean? Like, bro, get the fuck up and throw hands. Like, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? So, for me, the only win that's recognizable there, Matt Schnell, and he ain't really a win that I'm rating like that, man. But Nascimento he's been doing work. He's been doing work, man. You know what I mean? Jaffa Fairlow, Carlos Hernandez, he's got some notable wins on him. Even beating somebody like White Kong, Jake Hadley, that come from these parts as well. So yeah, for me, I'm gonna be going with Nascimento, man. Like, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you look at the odds stack, Nascimento is almost a minus 300, minus 298 right now. Cody Durden's a plus 240. There's a reason for that. Cody Durden is one of these guys that does really well in the first round and wins, or he gets finished in the second or third round. Not a great gas tank, especially for a fighter that fights at this lower weight class. This is a catch weight. I'm actually not sure 100% why it's a catch weight. I'm assuming it's because Cody Durden couldn't make the weight. We all know Alan Nascimento was originally supposed to fight Javier Estevam, which would have been a banger of a fight, but Estevam had to pull out, and Cody Durden slotted in. So catch weight it is. Cody's on short notice, and I got to be honest, man. I don't think it's going to be a good outing for Nascimento. I'm going to stay and answer some chat real quick, but before that, Ola has to run. Ola, I appreciate you being on the show, my guy. Means the world, and enjoy the next stream.
Yeah, man. And, big up yourselves.
I'll check it out when it gets uploaded, man.
Yes, sir. Big up everybody that's run with us tonight. Make sure you go check us out on the Fight Week show as well. We got Alex Lahore joined us yesterday. That brother was funny. He was wearing it only. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, hey, I'm releasing them tapes if I had it, and if it got said about me, it's on site. That was so funny, bro. I didn't expect that from him, but hey, he gave us both sides of the coin. So go check it out. Go check it out. Big up everybody. Dixon, salute to you, my boy. We're out. Love.
Thanks again, Ola. I appreciate it, man. And folks, dude, this fight card is going to be absolutely bonkers. I think it's truly going to be one of the better fight nights. Again, it's not the best namesake, right? Even if we jump into the prelims, which I'm happy to talk about some of these prelims. The main one that I really care to talk about is probably Ketlin Vieira versus Big Norma Dumont. I personally think that Norma Dumont is an absolute beast. I had the privilege and pleasure of meeting her in Vegas at International Fight Week. And the funniest thing about it is I asked to take a picture with her. She was with her boyfriend, is maybe her fiance now. Marco Tulio. And he's like, oh, I'll step away. He like held her purse and walked away. I'm like, no, dude, I want you in the picture too. So I got a picture with him afterwards, but he was very respectful. He's like, no, I know people want to take a picture with her. And she's coming in against a game opponent in Ketlin Vieira. Ketlin Vieira, longtime UFC veteran. Phenomenal is her nickname, and Phenomenal is her fight game. She has 9 wins by decision, 4 wins by submission, and 2 wins by TKO or KO. And her most recent outing was against Macy Chasson, in which she pretty much masterclassed her back in May. So, I mean, unanimous decision for her. More recent losses are from Raquel Pennington, Kayla Harrison, and Yana Santos all the way back in 2021. If you go back that far, look, she's a beast, man. There's no other way around it. There's just another way around it. Waldo gonna sleep Delesia round 1. Remember I told you. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me look at these odds. Let me look at these odds here. Round props. Scroll all the way the fuck down. Waldo Cortez Acosta round 1 plus 700. All right, Dixon. I'm following you, bro. I'm telling you on this one. No pressure. No pressure. I'm doing it. Marco Tulio needs to be arrested for crimes against humanity for making Norma wear 90s mom jeans in public. No, they fit her very well. They fit her very well. We ride, baby. Let's go. I'll drink to that. Kid. Pour up one more. Let me pour up uno más. Por favor. All right, folks. If you're drinking, drink with us. And if not, that's fine too. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. You know the drill. You know the deal. And cheers to you. And make sure you let me know in the chat, what is the fight that you're looking forward to the most? Did we go over it? Did we not go over it? Because I'm happy to otherwise. But continue on this breakdown. I think Norma Dumont cuts better angles. I think her grappling is a little bit better. And ultimately, that's why I'm leaning her in this fight. Ketlin Vieira is definitely a sound opponent for her, but I just think that this one's going to go in the direction of Norma Dumont. She has a reach disadvantage. She has a height disadvantage, both by 1 inch. But look, man, over 2,500 people, like myself, have voted on their picks in Tapology. And the Tapology community picks are 87% leaning towards Norma Dumont by decision. So let's go, man. I think Norma Dumont should be able to go out here and negate all of the pressure coming towards her. And it should be a fun fight. Another person I had the pleasure of meeting while I was in Vegas that same day was Phil Rowe, the Fresh Prince. And he is the Fresh Prince, man. He was fresh as a motherfucker out there. Had probably the shiniest watch and rings I've ever seen in my entire life. And dude was fly. Dude was fly as hell. And I think he's going to look pretty fly in there against Seok-Hyun Ko on Saturday. Look, it's 32 years of age versus 35 years of age. 5'8" versus 6'2", and 71-inch reach versus 80.5. Now, folks, if that doesn't scare you a little bit, I don't think you were listening, okay? Because there's a huge reach discrepancy in this fight, and I think that it is going to pay dividends for somebody like Phil Rowe, who truly knows how to use it. And I get it. I've heard it. I've heard the complaints. The guy's a gym fighter, right? Like, he looks better when performing in the gym than he does when performing in the octagon. Many of us do, right? If you've ever trained, you know that. Like, everybody wants to look as good in the fight as they look in the gym. It's a fact. But Phil Rowe has been connecting the dots and slowly bridging the gap between gym acumen versus fight acumen and skill. And those two kind of thresholds they're starting to meet a little bit in the middle. And I think that Phil Rowe, with the range, with the way in which he uses it, he likes to pepper out that kind of fencer's jab where he steps into it, wide angle, bladed a little bit. And if he does things like that in here against Seok-Hyun Ko, man, I hope Ko packed a lunch, because it's going to be a tough night for him. And again, like, I know the Korean Tyson is an absolute beast. He's 12-2, not that many losses, but it's also worth mentioning that his only 2 losses have come by way of knockout. And again, those knockouts were to Sasha Palatnikov and Han Seol Kim, which, have you heard of those guys in the chat? I'll wait. Please let me know if you have. I'll put my foot in my mouth. That's fine. I like KO by decision. Ola, not gonna lie, Phil too willing to chase subs from the bottom instead of getting up. KO has no reason to stand and strike, or Ko has no reason to stand up and strike. Phil might look to ladder Ko's takedowns depending on prices. Let me read this again. I like Ko by decision. So Ko by decision is plus 140. Ooh, kind of fire. I like Phil Rowe by knockout, man. Winning method for Phil Rowe knockout is plus 400 for our guy Phil Rowe to get the knockout. All right, we're back. I like the Phil Rowe knockout. I'm not going to lie to you. Plus 400. Speaking to me, Dixon. Thinking a half unit on that. But I can be convinced. I could definitely be convinced to wait. Have to bet Rowe round 3 system. Round 3. You really think so? He gets it done that late? Fuck. Fuel round 3 is plus 1,400. Put a fifth of unit on that. I do like that. You're not wrong. All of his finishes do come late. Don't bet the TKO or sub in round 3. Just do round 3. I bet by TKO outright. And I did a half unit on that, and I did a fifth of a unit on the plus 1,400 odds at Phil Rowe by round 3. And then I'll do, let's see, what would be a good sprinkle on this? I did a half unit would cover. If I do exactly a half unit, that's actually hilarious. If I do a half unit on Seok Young Ho by decision, and that hits, it specifically covers the spread for the other 2 bets. And this bet, actually. That's kind of perfect. So I either make money or I break exactly even. I kind of like that. Phil don't have one hitter quitter power to spark KO early. It's going to be late, if anything. I agree with you, Dixon. I definitely agree with you there. We're just going to bounce around this card a little bit. So Alice Ardeline, a.k.a. the best OnlyFans subscription in the UFC. She's 33 years of age. She twerks on her opponents after she beats them. And she's coming in against 1 year younger, 32-year-old Montserrat Ruiz, who has a fantastic chest tattoo and very lay and pray style fighter, right? If you think of her fight, you probably think of the way that she just tries to get on top of you and not let you up. She's not necessarily the best fighter in the world. She's 10-4. Conejo is her nickname. And look, I mean, she's got knockout power. She's done it in 2 of her fights. She has submission skills. She's done it in 3 of her fights. But more often than not, she is a decision grind style winner. Her only win in the UFC was a lay and pray style win over Cheyenne Balismus. And it's tough to bet on this chick because she's either going to get you down and hold you down, or if you can get up at all, she's probably going to struggle quite a bit. So with that being said, I mean, I just genuinely think that her opponent, Alice Ardeline, should probably be able to get this done. She's sitting at minus 355 though, which makes me not want to touch this at all. We ride an Ardeline by decision like she's a free carnival ride at the county fair. All right, let's look at that. Let's go. Alice Ardeline, click. Minus 120. That's not bad. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 1 unit on that. Alice Ardeline by decision. If we look at how she typically does it, again, more often than not, it is by decision. What's funny is she actually has more wins by knockout and submission. But if you look at the way that she performs against these type of fighters, I would tell you the most comparable fighter to Montserrat in this division is probably Rayane Dos Santos. And she just got grinded out in a very similar way, right? She got put on her back, got held down, and got beat up for the duration of 15 minutes. I think this is probably going to be a very similar style fight for her. Alice Ardeline is very smart when it comes to her positioning over submission attempts and things like that. She won't throw strikes if she knows it's going to get her in a bad position or situation. And because of that and that alone, I'm following you, bro. I'm telling you on that. Like I said, I'm going to do a half. I was going to do a half unit. I'm going to do a unit on it, actually. Yeah. 1 unit on Alice Ardeline to win by decision. So I'm doing a unit on Tempa Garimbo, money line. I'm doing a unit on Charles Radke to win by submission, a unit on him to win by KO, TKO, or DQ, and a half unit on Daniel Frunza to win by decision. So if that fight plays out any of those ways, I am up at least half a unit. If it plays out by submission, which is the best possible outcome for me at least, I'll be up multiple units on that fight alone. Waldo Cortez Acosta to win in round 1. I got a half unit on that one to win 4 units. And then Phil Rowe to win by TKO, KO, or DQ. Got a half unit to win 2.5. Phil Rowe to win in round 3. I have a fifth of a unit to win 3 units, which you just love to see. Seung Hung Ko to win by decision. I have a half unit on, which again, half unit gets you 1.2 back. Not bad, not bad. We are, of course, following Dixon Sider on that one. And then Alice Ardeline, we are also following Dixon Sider on. 1 unit will get you back 1.83. I'm not mad at it. Montserrat is so small. She should be an atomweight. I agree. If only the UFC had a fucking atomweight division, right? Like, honestly, what are we doing with these guys? Like, there are some of them that just don't belong at this weight class. They should be 105ers. And there should be somebody advocating for it, because I feel like we probably have a lot bigger talent pool for 105 than we ever did in history for 145 for the women's divisions, right? There's a lot of women that are fighting at atomweight that aren't willing to take that risk of going up in weight class and getting those losses on their record professionally for the duration of time, just to come and fight for the UFC. So I think if we had an atomweight division, there'd be a lot of new women coming in. And I know that would excite Sterling because he loves women's MMA. It's his favorite. It's his absolute favorite. And with that being said, folks, that's it. That's the show. And as my guy Dixon Sider said, this is a nice card. Decision parlay Ardeline. I was about to end the show, but tell me more. Tell me more. What are you parlaying with that, Grimy? Are we doing, let's do a cycle. Yeah, let's do a cycle. I like it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Just send in this last bet to the bookie real quick. And then, boom. All right, let's build a cycle parlay. So Ardeline by decision. I like that. Dante Johnson to beat Cedric Dumas by TKO. How do we feel about that one, chat? Oh, an all decision parlay. All right, I'm down to follow that. I'll tell you. Ardalian, Dumont, and Gorimbo. Timba. All right. You get plus 775 odds for that. I'm going to do a half unit on it. Because, you know, why the fuck not? Why the fuck not, kids? Boom. All right, let me clear off the Norma Dumont decision and the Ardalian decision. And let's go. Or sorry, the Gorimbo and Dumont decision. Dude, imagine Steve Garcia, John Silva. That would be sick. John Dong, that'd be fucking fire, bro. Hit that round robin by 3. So that's not a bad idea. Run it. Dante to beat Cedre. Let's go. Anybody hate that? See, I like that one. I like that one a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one. And then let's find a submission. All right. Who's the sub of the card, folks? Who is the sub of the card? Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? Let's see here. Daniel Frunze, definitely not Charles Ratchke. Maybe. Shout out Jay Singh on X. Alan Carr, Ardalian, Norma, and Kwamba by decision. Holy fuck. A 4 decision hit parlay? Bro. All right. I'm about to do it. All right. So we have Ardalian, Alan Carr, Norma, and Alan Carr. Decision. Kwamba. Decision. And then what was the last one? Norma. Oh my God, big Norm. How could I forget? Norma. Boom. Plus 1650? Oh, I mean, hard not to. Hard not to. I'm going to do a half unit on this one. Plus 1650, half unit gets you 8.75 units back, folks. Why not? This guy Jay Singh usually hit or what? Give him a good shout out here, Dixon. Follow him, Olin. I definitely will, bro. I definitely will. What do you think Garcia's ceiling is? He gets too much for my liking, but he's fun to watch. I don't think he has a low ceiling. I'll tell you that. I think he has title aspirations within him. But do I think that he makes that title run this year or next year? No, probably not. They'll have him fight this guy. Then he'll get a guaranteed top 10. Then he'll get a guaranteed top 5. And we'll see him in the title picture in the top 3 within 2027 beginning. That's what I think. Dante Garcia is plus money, straight money lines. I don't mind that at all. Let's see here. Because I like Garcia a lot in that David Onama fight. And then, let's see, Dante's definitely going to win. Oh, you're not wrong, bro. We're doing 2 units on that one. 2 units to get 4.53 back. I like that parlay. That's a good little 2-legger, bro. Thank you for that one, Grimy. Bro, facts. You got to throw 3 to 5 on those for funsies. So I'm saying I did like a half unit or a fifth of a unit on that one. So I think that's solid. Nascimento by sub is probably a good one. Let's go fight parlays. No. Clear options. Winning method. Nascimento. Misspelled Nascimento? Am I typing it in wrong? Oh, SC. Nascim. Are there no odds on this one? Hold on. Where the fuck is Cody Durden? I don't have odds on that one. That's why I didn't see that one. Damn. Yeah, I don't have odds on Nascimento by sub or even money line on DraftKings, which sucks. And yeah, he gets hit too much. For sure he gets hit too much. But he's got a chin for it, right? WMMA decision, easy bet to a. After rewatching that Giga versus Onama fight, how is Onama going to hurt Steve? I'm not buying it. Bro, same. That's the issue. Like, Steve rolls with his punches. He dips his head when he's eating those shots. So if you're punching him, he's already rolling his head sideways. So it looks like it does damage, but your punch rolls off his chin, right? Like, it's not bad. It's the same thing that Nate and Nick Diaz are very well known for doing. Like, they popularized that thing, that skill of rolling with the punches in MMA. So, folks, I'm loving these bets. If you have any more bets, I'm going to wrap the show up. I'm going to do one more shot and wrap the show up right now with the typical sign off. And if you could do me a huge favor, if you haven't already like the stream, comment, all that stuff. As soon as the stream ends, though, instead of live commenting, refresh it, leave an actual comment. It helps tremendously with channel growth, the algorithm. It means the world to me as well. And I respond to every single one of those. Let me know if there is a bet or a parlay that you are extremely bullish on. Comment it below as soon as the video wraps up, whether you're watching live or post show. And just let me know. Tag me on Instagram or Twitter if you post it there. But either way, I am always happy to tell you guys. And I appreciate when you tell me. So I am going to pour one last shot up here for you guys. And let me read this last comment from Dixon Sider before I do it. Olin, last follow. Daddy Dana on X. He posts super long shot degen plays, and don't forget to round robin. Oh, I love that. I'm going to follow him right now. It is Daddy Dana on X. And then the other guy was on X too, right? I'm going to go ahead and follow that guy too. Daddy Dana. All right, boom. Just follow Daddy Dana. Dana White Locks is his @ and the other one was Jay Singh, I believe. I think it was JAYSINGH. Boom. Oh, yeah, he's got a picture of Alex Pineda. Third-party track plus 353 units in 2024. Not a tout, not trying to sell you shit. No commentary, no shit posts. Slips only. So turn notifications on. Don't miss a banger. I'm actually going to tag this guy right now. Let him know. New follower thanks to Dixon Sider. Boom. Shout out Dixon Sider for having me follow him. And man, that's what it's all about in this kind of stuff, man. A rising tide lifts all ships, folks. Decision Ardelian Dumont Garimbo. Okay. Oh, sorry. I was scrolling up to see the old comments. I was like, wait, I've already seen these. There we go. Yep. Boom. Turn on notifications so you don't miss action all day, baby. All free game, baby. Let's go. Best of luck, my bro. Best of luck right back at you. And I'm not any of these guys, by the way. Bro, do you have Twitter or X? Are you following me on there? If not, follow me on there. And if so, send me a DM so I know who the fuck you are on Twitter. Because if you have the same name, I'm not sure if I'm actually following you or not. But I definitely should be, because big fan. With that being said, folks, cheers to you, cheers to us, cheers to everything that we will do with the rest of this year. Let's go. I definitely won't dox you, bro. I use my real first and last name for this, bro. If there's anybody that is not going to dox you, it's the guy that's not hiding behind a faceless profile or anything like that. I got you, brother. So with that being said, we are right at the hour mark. Perfect timing. Fans, folks in the chat, friends, we appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If you've been here for a minute, 10 minutes, or the whole hour, we appreciate you all the same. Please leave us a comment after the show. Let us know what you liked. Let us know what we can improve upon. And above all else, if you do none of the things we've asked you to do, if you don't even like MMA, if you laughed at us the whole time, if you don't bet, that's fine. Okay? As long as you do these last two things. We ask that you keep on going, and we ask that you keep on growing, and we really, truly hope that we see you next stream. Let's go, folks.
You've been listening to the MMA Anomaly Show. No filter. As you may have been able to tell, we dig the MMA, and our passion is to dive deep into the upcoming fights, give you our expert breakdowns, and help you make sense of all the chaos that is the fight game. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, make sure to find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at MMA Anomaly. Be cool, and we'll see you next time.